Alright, the preseason is underway. Tennessee 21, Buffalo 18. Nice little game, pretty well played on both sides I felt. It did come down pretty close at the end there. Buffalo did have a chance to drive for a game winner. Didn't happen, but it was a good game. Tennessee won, so we'll start with them. I liked what I saw from them offensively. I thought the play calling was good. They were doing that little bubble screen with the wide receiver. They did quite a bit of running the ball. For the most part, it wasn't really working, but they did have a couple of big runs that were good. They obviously had the running touchdown from Lindell White. A lot of times Chris Johnson got stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes he got tackled for a loss. He did have the one big run, but other than that, he didn't do that much. But he was showing some of that speed that he does have, but we already know he can do all that. So I liked what I saw from the offense. I thought Kerry Collins played well. Algie Crumpler caught a couple passes. He looked good. I mean, he obviously was really, really down last year, and he caught a couple passes I thought looked pretty good. They're using Nate Washington. I personally don't think too highly of Nate Washington, but they're going to be using him as much as they can this year, and they seem to like him, so we'll see. Kenny Britt didn't play, was nowhere to be found, or at least he didn't make any catches. He might have been out there for a play and I just didn't notice him, but I don't think he played, so I don't know what that's about. What else? Defensively, they were doing okay against the run, and they forced some key turnovers in that game. There were some points at the game where it looked like Buffalo was going to score. I think twice they got in the red zone, first time they were in the red zone, second time they were driving for a potential game-winning touchdown. Both times the Titans forced an interception. They were getting pretty good pressure, but Buffalo doesn't have a great offensive line, so who knows how much it's worth. But I liked what I saw from their defensive line. So, for the most part, I liked what I saw from Tennessee. They look like they could be one of the NFL elite again this year. I'm not totally sold into it as of right now, but I liked what I saw out there for the most part. There were some times where I thought the run blocking for them wasn't very good, but it is the first preseason game, and I know Kevin Mawai is not there, and that's a big deal. Vince Young, the interception he threw sums up his career to this point so well. A terrible throw, no reason for it. I don't know. I mean, I know he came back. Hall for the Titans fumbled a punt. No, Hall for the Bills fumbled a punt. The Titans recovered right before half, and Vince Young threw a touchdown right before the end of the half. So that's great. That kind of helped him save face a little bit. It was a good throw. A good catch by Williams, who obviously hasn't done too much to this point in his career, and it was a nice play, nice little drive, so that was good. But Patrick Ramsey probably outplayed him regardless. Ramsey was 8 of 10, 72 yards. He played pretty well. I didn't watch too much of him playing, but I thought what I saw was pretty good. He had his moments. As for the Bills, I guess we can move on now. I didn't watch a ton of the second half. I was playing Vice City, actually, but from what I saw, I liked what I saw from the Titans. I liked their offensive play calling quite a bit. The fake punt. Oh, yeah, the fake punt. I nearly forgot. I thought the fake punt, that's always a lot of fun. And it worked as well as any trick play you could hope. So, fun way to start the preseason. Buffalo. Some parts of it I liked. I liked the no-huddle offense. I thought that worked well. I liked the running game. I thought their running game showed some flashes. It wasn't always there, but I thought it actually looked better than the Tennessee running game. Especially a guy like Xavier Oman. I thought he played really well in limited time. Did some good stuff out there. Owens got a couple early catches, and the crowd seemed to enjoy it, and he looked good out there too. The offense looked good, but the pass blocking couldn't hold up. Quarterback pressure forced Trent Edwards to throw a bad interception in the red zone, leading to the first turnover of the season. So obviously we know that a lot of the Buffalo offensive line is news. So that's something to think about, a flaw in this team potentially. So, looking at it, this game could be what happened on that play where Trent Edwards had to throw the interception, could be indicative of what happens all season. But we'll see. There is a little bit of time for these guys to get their act together, but for the most part, offensive line not so good. Defensively, I thought they played the run really well. They did let up a couple long runs, not the least of which was the punter, Trapasso, running, but that was special teams, so whatever. But for the most part, I liked their run defense. They got one pick of Vince Young, but that was like a punt. I don't know what happened there, but that was bad. They picked off the punter who was, they picked off the fourth string quarterback once. So I don't know how much that's worth. I did feel like the Titans receivers were getting open a good amount, so I wasn't overly impressed with the Bills' overall defense, especially early in the game. The Titans went up and down the field on them twice before the starters came out, and Buffalo in their one drive did move down the field but ended in the interception. But I liked what I saw from the no huddle. I think that's going to work for them. Defensively, I don't know. I was looking at the list of players they start defensively, and it looks like it could be good, but I don't know if it will be. I see a lot of guys there I like. I really like Posluszny. I think I said this a couple years ago when he was a rookie, and he got hurt early in his first season, but I like Posluszny a lot. But it needs to come together. I don't really have too much else to say. Obviously, the Titans won. I was really impressed with how the Titans look. I think they kept their starters in 2 games, and 2 drives, and they got a touchdown out of both those drives, forced a couple key turnovers, and they won 21-18. So we're going to be a couple days away from the next preseason action. I'm not going to be getting into every game this in depth, but since this is the only game to talk about, why not? Anyway, that's all I got to say. Good solid game. I watched most of it. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm out.